Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Yeah. Had to spin the block. Yeah, I'm seeing things going on. Let me make sure my sound right. Make sure my sound doing good. Anyway, I ain't gonna be long tonight. You mean? Man, our people done gone crazy, man. Yeah, we done gone crazy. Good and crazy. You hear what I say? Good and crazy. I know you don't believe me. Yeah, I know you don't believe me. Anyway, hope y'all feeling all right this evening. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing all right? Is everybody doing all right? Yeah. Maceo El Morto. I hope you're doing all right tonight, man. Anyway, my apology. I ain't gonna hold you up. Let's go ahead and get this show started, man. We got to go here. We got some business to take care of tonight. Let me go ahead and put this lecture out.
Hey, fam, look. Next month, I'm going to be in the D. That's right, Detroit, Motown. Oh, yeah. Noble Temples is coming to Motown. Oh, yeah, we about to put it down. We about to talk about the history of the Moorish Science Temple of America. We're going to take you all the way back and bring you all the way forward. Make no mistake about it. We're going to bring documents. We're going to bring the history that you're not used to. We're going to bring the history that you're used to in combination with history that you're not used to. Oh, yeah, and we're going to do like we do. We're going to show and prove. Family, you need to come out and support the event. Listen, with those who come to the event, we'll get the download for all the slides. There will be over 100 slides of research. So with your ticket will come the slides. Now, if you can't make it, you definitely want to get this on pay-per-view. Because what I'm going to be doing is, I might even perform a couple of those songs. You know what I'm talking about? I might perform. I'll be that boy you gonna remember. But we also got some others coming there to demonstrate. That's right. Other Moorish Americans, local from the D, is coming to the event to demonstrate. Hey, I'm just the keynote speaker. Hey, listen. The brother, Brother Dukes Bay, he's bringing the Moor to the D. That's right. And I want to see you there. Family, listen. This is the day where you can come and ask any questions. You know what I mean? Ask any questions. Family, come in peace. This is a family event. We're going to have the babies there. That's right. We're going to have the babies there, so come in peace. But this is the day you can ask any question. Ask me, why do I attack the information in the way that I do? Why am I stuck on trying to display what happened in 1928 and 29? Why is my mission is seeming to be to shake these trees or agitate the laundry in the wash machine? Well, I'm going to answer all that. But most importantly, come and get the information. Come get the information, family. Ain't no comparison to the research that I've been able to uncover as it relates to the history of the Moorish Science Temple of America. I also will be bringing some artifacts. I got some vintage pictures from the time of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali that I'll be bringing. Now, you can't have it. You can check it out, you get a feel of it, and you'll be able to glance at it closely. And I really appreciate you, family. Detroit, February the 16th. Come on, you got to be there. Be in the building. I'm gonna be in the building. I'm going, hey, listen, I gotta go, I got things to do today, but family, come to the building. Be in the building. Ask all your questions. Don't be online getting all upset. It's information, it's history. We should always be ready to discuss history.
They got a love for your whole generation. Take the pills, weed, and serve. Let me tell you what I do, fam.
Check 1 2.
I created this media with the help of my brothers and allies, men, and all the good people of the Moorish Science
Y'all some internet prophets and you need to stop it before someone catch you on the block and cock it, or catch you at your lecture and rock your knocking. Yeah, man and me, cause I'm exposed to your robbing. See, I used to be a robber, I was robbing the thugs and the Asians in the hood selling nasty grub. I was only 17 and I didn't know better. Put them things in their face and said, give me the cheddar! But it really amazed me, the age of 40, that people use the things that would annoy me to rob our people like Bibles and Qurans. Take your money and then they gone. Shoot, selling, plagiarize books and dreams of unity. Blame the European, but what could you do to me? Got me thinking we will come, but when you cut your camera off, you really one of them. You gon' have to watch it back for the rest of your life. I know good and well you can't sleep at night. You done robbed everybody from the hood to the burbs with your unks, your crystals, your books, your herbs. You convince everybody that it's white supremacy. The fact of the matter is you're the real enemy. You've been lying to the people fat in your pockets. You ain't nothing but an internet prophet. You gon' have to watch it back for the rest of your life. I know good and well you can't sleep at night. You done robbed everybody from the hood to the birds with your unks, your crystals, your books and herbs. Now they calling me the op cause I revealed the scam. They will shake your hand and still grip your fam and say hope, tech, peace, black power, shalom. Assalamu alaikum, praise the Lord, Islam. At the same time they plotting to get in your pocket. They will white label sunglasses.
What it do, Starlight? What it do, Crypto?
I can't understand why you ain't been walking
in the building.
Notice that you met them, you slipping in life.
On Twitter like the pipe and it just ain't right.
Bank account got
it ain't right.
You haven't seen the light. You burn all the sage and ain't change your plight. Incense burning, crystals turning. Think to yourself, what you really learning?
Man, we gonna turn up tonight, man. Man, listen.
In the internet mall, selling deodorant, hurry up and buy. He don't really care if you're broke and you die.
Man,
he's acting like he don't care either.
Y'all gonna make people mad at
this is pure evil. Have to watch it back for the rest of your life. I know good and well you can't.
Listen, man, I'm going all the way.
Everybody from the hood to the burbs with your unks, your crystals, your books, your herbs. You
listen, man.
Everybody that is white supremacy. The fact of the matter is you're the real enemy. You've been lying to the people fat in your pocket.
You ain't nothing but an internet prophet.
You gonna have to watch it back for the rest of your life. I know good and well
hey,
you can't sleep at night.
Listen.
You done robbed everybody from the hood
I'm
to
about
the
to get in.
with your unks, your crystals, your books and herbs. You gonna have
family.
to watch it back for the rest of your life. I know good and well you can't sleep at night. You done robbed everybody from the hood to the burbs with your unks, your crystals, your books, your herbs. You convinced everybody that is white supremacy. The fact of the matter is you're the real enemy. You've been lying to the people fat in your pockets. You ain't nothing but an internet prophet.
Hey, family, welcome to another edition of Moorish World TV. I am your host, Brother Tahaka Bay. I want to make sure that you hear me properly. So if you hear me properly, just make sure that you throw that thumbs up in there. And if it's a problem, you let me know so I can fix it. Because you know the fans is watching and the people popping to get me. You know the fans is watching that performance by to get me. You know they be coming up in the system. Family, listen, there's a few things I want to talk about before we get started. Family, man, I don't know why people be sending me stuff like they do. People send me a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? Some of it make the cut, some of it don't. And for the last few months, let me say this, for the last since the rally, I think it was November, since the rally, people send me pictures of this little fella, man. I mean, I ain't want to mess with the little fella, man. The little fella nutty and annoying as ever, man. Everybody know this little fella is, man. That boy ain't right. Bad grass chic. Hold on, let me find him. Give me a minute. Yeah, let me find him real quick. I just had him, I thought. Nah, man, y'all ain't right, man. Some of y'all people ain't right, man. FBA, Moorish World TV citizens, man, y'all be doing too much, man. Here you go, man. Man, who that little fella, man, next to Reza, man? Who that little fella, man? People sent me the little fella. He hooping and hollering all over the video. I said, go to the crazy. And I tried to listen to him. I said, man, he having his own conversation. He got his own FBA conversation going. Man, I said, goodness gracious. Yeah, man. Hey, he got this thing called the Alfalfa Network or something. The Black Alfalfa Network. You know what I mean? But, man, a little fella, man, he be hooping and hollering, talking a whole bunch of nothing. I said, goodness gracious. I said, man, I want to share one of the little clips he just put out, man. A little Alfalfa Network or something he put out there, man. Just crazy as ever, man. The first thing you notice that he got the white power fist. You know what I mean? He got the white power fist. I said, goodness gracious. He got the white power fist. You know what I mean? I think it's called the Black Alfalfa Network or something, man. It's just so, man, listen. The internet has allowed the weird people to just surface and just, I ain't even going to say too much. I'm going to tell you off the top. I ain't even going to say too much because the internet has created such weird people that, man, I might be, you know what I mean, I might be in a city demonstrating, man, and then the person just come up and just start shaking and what you say about me? And so I ain't even gonna say too much. I'm trying to tell you, man, the internet then created some characters, man. For real, man. These the people that couldn't say nothing in the neighborhood. They didn't even live in the neighborhood that had real conversations. I'm trying to tell you, man. Oh my goodness, man. Anyway, I'm gonna share one with you tonight before I start the show. Yeah. Hold up. Cut this out. Yeah, I'm going to share one with you, man. Yeah, man, these the people, man. They didn't even come from neighborhoods where they could have real hardcore arguments. You know what I mean? For real. You can tell how they present their stuff. You know what I mean? The internet created some crazy people, man. Listen, you can tell, right? Let me give you an example, right? You can tell that what I do here is literally something that I've been doing for some time, right? And just not for the internet. Like I can put my mama right next to me on camera, and what you see is what it is. It is what it is. I used to do this in the living room. You know what I'm saying? I used to do this on the corner. You know what I mean? I used to do this in college. You know what I mean? That's what I used to do. I am a highly opinionated guy. You know what I'm saying? I've always done that. But in my highly opinionated way, I've always wanted to be right. So I did research to back that up. And once I fell for the okie doke and running with weak specimens of men, brothers, and irresponsible people, I began to examine people more carefully, right? And so now I want to pass that trait on to you. I'm sorry. I want to pass that trait on to you because little fella here, man, let me drop this video with little fella real quick so we could get going. First of all, this what I noticed. Now listen, let me tell you off the top, I ain't racist by the stretch of imagination. But one thing for sure and two things for certain, I know that Europeans are not a target of oppression in the way that we are. He got a white pie fist up that joint. Be back. Be back. Be back. Hey, what in the world? I don't understand. You know that white power fist is a real thing. Google it. Let me Google it for you. It's a real thing. It's not, I'm saying it's a white power fist like I'm projecting. It's actually a real thing. It's a real thing. Let me show you. I'm about to pull it up for you right now. Let me see. White power fist. It's a real thing. It's not a made up thing. It's the Aryan fist. And I'm gonna just screenshot it real quick, just so you know what I'm talking about. And I don't support the Anti-Defamation League, but that's the first thing that pop up, and I'm gonna share it with you. Look at this. I'm not playing. It's a real thing. I know y'all think I'm playing, but nope, I'm not playing. It's a real thing. Check this out. It's right here. It's right here. You see, I'm telling you. It's a real thing. This is the same fist that that the hidden fellas use. It's the same fist. It's the same. You see what I'm talking about? So they telling you what they up about. They telling you what they up to, I mean to say. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They telling you what they up against. You feel what I'm saying? They telling you. Look, it's the Aryan fist symbol is white supremacist symbol, adopted from the black power fist used by black nationalist group. That's what it is. I'm not making this stuff up. You feel me? I'm not making this stuff up. And this is why I named this demonstration what it is, man. These people are aiding and abetting white supremacy. That's what they doing. They aiding and abetting white supremacy, man. And I'm going to tell y'all may think I'm just doing a show and that's the hawker just loud and you make some good points. But let me tell you something. This is just the crust of the aiding and abetting. Imagine in the inner. You know what I mean? That's the same symbol on the FBA flag. Let me pull up the FBA flag for y'all because y'all think I'm playing. Foundational FBA flag. Y'all think I'm playing. Now listen. It's the same symbol, family. It's the same symbol. There's a way that you can make the black power fist. It's not a black power fist. It's a white power fist. I'm telling you what I know. And they try to blend black in there with the FBA flag. Let me see if I can pull it up for you. I'm trying to tell you, it is what it is. It is what it is. Bam. Let me see if I can find one right quick for you. Majority of the hand is black. Psych. That is a white power fist, man. I'm trying to tell you what I know. Let me bring it up to you real quick. Then we move on with the show. I'm telling you, man, they give you everything. Man, this is no different than The Simpsons, man. This is the signs and symbols. You got to check out the signs and symbols to understand what's going on. That's all. Yeah, man. Hold up. My bad. What I just do? There we go. My bad. Look, signs and symbols all up in your face, all up in the video. See what I'm saying? They try to cover it up, but hey, it ain't that. It ain't covered up. I mean, and there it is. There it is. Signs and symbols. You just got to understand and pay attention. You know what I'm saying? You just got to pay attention. Ain't that much different. You feel me? So, hey, I mean, hey, they tell you what they doing. It's just, are we paying attention? I mean, are we paying attention? I mean, but anyway, let's get back to little fella. Man, little fella here, man, he be hooping and hollering. I say, my goodness, man. I said, man, the way that I don't want to get him too mad. Because I would love to have a constructive debate with this guy. Wouldn't it be nice if we could have some FBA guys or women that could be respectful and have a respectful debate? Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice is if we could literally sit across the table from each other or on a video from each other and debate the logic behind what people be talking about? Because without the debate, it's just propaganda. You know what I mean? It's just propaganda. He bought us tennis shoes. Y'all ain't got that certified foundational black American industry. Trump said he wants us to focus only on FBA. He bought us tennis shoes off Temu. Yeah. Dude, hey, listen. Wouldn't it be nice though if the black alpha and myself debate? Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be real nice? You put your logic to the table, I put my logic to the table, and then the people decide what makes sense without cussing each other out, without going on. Wouldn't that be beautiful? I would love that. But anyway, for now, I'm just going to troll a little bit, all right? Let me just troll a little bit, if you don't mind. Let me just troll. It's all right if I troll just a little bit. Listen to it. Listen to it.
I ain't heard African American one damn time in that whole statement. I heard Black American, Black American, Black American. Donald Trump put out his Black American month statement. He never used the term African, not one time. He never used the term people of color one time. He never used the term minority one time. Black and brown one time. So within 1 week, he brought up the 14th Amendment belonging to us exclusively, the children of slaves, foundational Black American freedmen. He brought that up 2 times in 1 week. Democrats ain't never brought it up. Then he puts out a Black History Month statement and refers to us as Black Americans.
This man saying that this is like, and I know I got a diverse audience up here, but this sounds like Master is calling me Toby. He's not referring to me as Tobias. He's calling me Toby. And every time he talks to me, he refers to me as Toby. This is all I hear. This is all I hear.
All the way through, every single paragraph, every single sentence, every single syllable. And then on top of that, he mentions about our future and the historic age, the golden age that he keeps referring to. What is that, y'all?
And this is the thing. Trump didn't say any of this stuff. That's the crazy thing. Trump didn't say any of this stuff. He's literally reading the White House announcement of acknowledging Black History Month. That's all he's reading. Let me show you something, family. White House. I ain't even got it ready because it's so ridiculous. He is happy that they is given the Black History Month 2025. This is all he's reading. Let me see if I can shrink it down and give a copy of this to everybody. This is all he's reading, a proclamation from Trump. And Trump using the term Black Americans. He think, in his crazy mind, he think that that is indicative of something that is great for him in the FBA cult. Let me show it to you real quick. This is what he's reading. This is what he's referring to. Let me say this. Family, if we was read this together, this is what he's referring to. This is what he's referring to. Today I'm honored to recognize February 25th as National Black History Month. That's what the month been called after it was Black History Week. Like, what are you talking? He ain't referred to Africans. It was never African History Month. Like, what is this guy talking about? What is this guy talking about? You know what I'm saying? These guys facilitate. FBA facilitate white supremacy. FBA facilitates white supremacy. I'm telling you. They edge on the concept that the European is the savior and that and I'm talking about the oppressive European. I'm not talking about Bobby Joe that kissed the dog in the mouth, pat the dog on the head, and go home and drink a Budweiser. I ain't talking about that European. I like him. That's my buddy. You know what I mean? My father used to say, the only buddy I got is my dog. Is that your buddy? No. My dog eat poop and bark at the moon. God bless R.I.P. my father. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, man, my father was something else, man. Anyway, but this is what he's reading. It says, throughout our history, Black Americans have been among our most consequential leaders, consequential leaders, shaping cultural and political destiny of the nation in profound ways. But let me say this, family. The crazy thing about it is that the guy is cheerleading that Trump is co-signing Black History Month, and he's not using the term African. So now that it has some perspective to it, let's run it back for 1 second. Listen to it.
That is him basically saying, Black Americans, we going into this.
Oh, there you go.
I ain't heard African American one damn time in that whole statement. I heard Black American, Black American, Black American. Donald Trump put out his Black American Month statement. He never used the term African, not one.
Isn't it called Black History Month? Why would it be African in the statement if it's Black History Month? These people make the most straw man arguments.
Time. He never used the term people of color one time. He never used the term minority one time. Black and brown one time. So within 1 week, he brought up the 14th Amendment belonging to us exclusively, the children of slaves, foundational Black American freedmen. He brought that up 2 times in 1 week. Democrats ain't never brought it up. Then he puts out a Black History Month statement.
Somebody say, what happened to the push for reparations? That was the gateway to get into a conversation. There was never going to be a reparations thing. There was never going to be a reparations thing. You know what I mean? That was definitely a gateway. You know what I mean? This guy, and then the funny part about this guy here, is this guy some sort of actor or something? Where did he come from? Do anybody know the history of this guy? Because when I see stuff like this is the stuff that make me research people. Because I'm like, he sounds like he's kind of reading a script and he's trying to put some passion behind it, kind of preacher-like, but he doesn't have the spirit of the energy of authenticity. And I'm wondering, where does this guy come from? Who knows this guy? Where did he come from? I mean, I'm not saying that he's other than sincere, but who is him? He claims he's from Ohio. Oh, okay, Ohio. Okay. I'm just saying, he just doesn't sound sincere. Do you know what I mean? Like say for instance, y'all remember the FBAs that was on the show a while back? I hope I can get Big T back up here soon. At the end of the day, Big T was serious. Big T, he was sincere. Even some of the FBAs that came on the podcast, they were sincere. But this guy just doesn't seem sincere. You know what I mean? Wasn't he the wheelchair dude in Oz? I'm just saying, little fella just doesn't seem sincere.
It refers to us as Black Americans all the way through. Every single paragraph, every single sentence, every single syllable. And then on top of that, he mentions about our future and the historic age, the golden age that he keeps referring to. What is that, y'all? That is him basically saying, Black Americans, we going into this golden age that I've been telling everybody. Where y'all at?
How does he interpret this proclamation that literally almost every year there's proclamations that fly around all year? How does he interpret that to be what he's saying? Because that's not what it's saying. It doesn't say nothing about that we in the Trump administration are going in some golden age. Like, family, you can go online and look it up. It doesn't say that. Where does he get this that we and the Trump people are going into a golden age? This is what I'm talking about, family. Be careful. Your own people will put you back into slavery.
Coming with us, and I'm here to let you know, Donald Trump, foundational Black Americans been here. And all the Democratic shields are out the way. All the ops are out the way. So now it's time to do.
Somebody say, I think he's AI. Oh, my goodness. He might be, man. What happened to the other little fella, man? The other little fella, Afro Unique. What happened to him?
business. And when you do business with us, you're going to be doing some certified foundational Black American freedmen business. And ain't nothing better than ours. Everything in America revolves around us. You ain't hearing people of color. You ain't hearing rainbows.
Man, they haven't said people of color in 50 years. This guy is having his own conversation. He ain't even having an FBA conversation. They should fire him. Man, they should fire him. Who do I send my complaints to? He's not even a good FBA-in. He's not even a good FBA-in. They should fire him. I'm putting my grievance in him. And nah, he's not representing this right. His lie ain't even believable. At least some of the FBAs, they lie not believable, but they present it in a believable way because you be like, man, they really believe that stuff, don't they? He don't even look like he believed this stuff. Cut is crazy. Let him finish.
And every single Democratic shield is afraid to even talk about it. How do we know? It's because they're on mute right now. FBA is front and center in this mass deportation effort. They tried to include us, and we knocked that down. They tried to tie us into it, and we knocked that down. All of the dust is settled, and the smoke is cleared, and it's foundational Black Americans saying FBA first, FBA only, FBA all the time.
What in the world is he talking about? Little fella. I don't know if he had a script. He sound WWE-ish. He sound WWE-ish. Mean Gene, it's going to be FBA all the time. And I'm telling you that it's going to be a golden age. He didn't say colored. He didn't say Negro. He didn't say African. He said black. He said black. He said black in his Black History Month, Mean Gene. I'm coming back to Canada. This dude with WWE. Only thing we can do is clown these people. Let's be honest, man. All we can do is clown these people, man. What we gonna do? What we gonna debate that? Nah, man. That's all we can do is clown these people. I'm telling you, Mean Gene, when I get in there with Hulk Hogan, he's been not to say that I'm African. No. And you what when I'm going to hit him off the top rope? Yeah. Go get a Slim Jim. Eat a Slim Jim. Hey, yo! Hey, hey, Chris, you remember Macho did a Slim Jim commercial? Man, I apologize, man. Listen, family, if you just coming to the show, let me tell you something, family. I do this for fun. I do this for fun. I like to teach, but I like to be myself. And I'm just telling you, family, this is some crazy stuff going on, man. Eat a Slim Jim. the dumb issue. But anyway, let me leave little fella alone, man. Little fella just, man, he wild, man. Oh, somebody said drop the cash. Hey, family, I really thank you for all your support and anybody that helps out. You know what I mean? This channel is predicated upon show and prove, and in showing improvement, it takes time to put these scripts together. That's right, these scripts together. That's right, because I'm telling a story here with these crazies, if you will. So if you hit the cash up, I think that's the right thing to do. Nah, I'm just saying. I appreciate you. Thank you, exposing. exposing the frauds. Told me put the Cash App up. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much to people like M. Nugent and Starlight and anybody, man. I really appreciate y'all. FBA Cookout back in the building. That's my man. FBA Cookout. Brother, stay tuned, brother, because I'm about to break this down real quick. Listen, FBA is the doorway to white supremacy. They facilitate white supremacy. It is what it is. Now, let me show you what I'm talking about. FBA, did you vote for Trump? For all of those that voted for Trump, did you vote for Trump? I mean, did you vote for Trump? I'm not fighting. FBA is not my tribe. FBA is illogical. FBA don't make sense. Let me tell you something. FBA, do you smell? FBA is not my tribe. Please don't say that. FBA is not my tribe. But I want to underscore that although I believe that Trump is ushering in the reinforcement of white supremacy or white imperialism, I also believe that Kamala was going to do the same thing, but I think she was going to do it in a subtle way. I think that she was going to be a puppet. Because, listen, when you understand the agenda, pay attention, family. You have the president and you have the office of the president. When you understand how politics work in America and how the United States is structured, you understand that America as a government is going to protect its sovereignty. And what I mean, and you have to really understand what I'm saying, that America is going to protect its sovereignty. America was built by Europeans for Europeans off of slave labor with the assistance of some free Africans. And you have to go deep into history to understand that part. But nevertheless, deeply rooted in European imperialism, this is theirs. And they're not turning it loose for you, me, or no one else. And if they look down the road and see that there is a probability that it could be slipping out of their hands, then they will try all of the things necessary to maintain that sovereign power at their fingertips and hold on to that which they have sacrificed for. And for you to think that you are on that team, you're sadly mistaken. Now, in the meantime, in between time, there may be Trojan horses to try to bring it to the point where you are able to capture a flag or something. I don't know. But I'm just telling you the truth. The truth of the matter is that European imperialism is what this country has been built off of, and it will maintain that at all costs. Unless there's some sort of Trojan horse that we don't know about. But if you think that that's your team, you're sadly mistaken. We are in a deep matrix. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. Man, we might have to die 5, 6, 7 times, come back before this thing hits crescendo, where we can stand a chance to be competitive as it relates to being independent, sovereign, and competing for the resources. Because when you listen to stuff like this proves how messed up we are. This proves it. This proves it. So, family, my thing is, I don't want you to mistake me for one of these other people that's saying that, oh, Trump and trying to give you some fear tactic. That ain't what I'm doing. I'm not trying to fear you into anything. Because I'm of the thought that Kamala, their mission is the same mission. Their methodology of getting there just appears to be different. You follow me? So FBA Cookout say we are our own team. That's not true. You all got behind Trump, and I'm about to share with you what Trump is doing. You all got behind Trump. If you was on your own team, you would have set up some sort of council. You would have said, this is how we're going to build for us. You wouldn't have been on Twitter talking about Trump is going to do this. You wouldn't have been faking about reparations. You wouldn't have did anything like that. You wouldn't have did anything like that. So now, we're going to talk about that. Look at you right now. None of those Trump policies harm us. Listen, if you're not at the table, you're on the table. You're just not paying attention. Let me give you a prime example. Some of the DEI, is that what it called, DEI? Some of the DEI mandates that people are crying about, and people will point out, well, it really supports a lot of white women first, but nevertheless, DEI that's taken off the table for you FBAs that don't know, that if, which it never did, that if the platform that y'all have been cooking on, FBA Cookout, was that you are doing this for reparations. You are delineating for reparations. DEI cuts that out. DEI cuts that out. You get no favoritism because of something that happened. You peep that? It cuts out even the possibility. You see what I'm saying? So when you was talking reparations, that was your platform. Trump was saying he ain't giving no reparations. And then he tightened the grip even harder when he began to make those executive decisions on DEI. So now, even though it's unlawful in the Constitution anyway, now Trump is telling you to your face, I'm in here, and your platform that you was running your mouth on, it's not even an inkling of a possibility at this point. Not even an inkling of a possibility. So FBA Cookout, you and those who think like you are the fools when it comes to logic and reasoning. Because one of the things that they was talking about reparations when the talking was going on and it was all over the place, they were saying that it's preferential treatment to give somebody reparations when you have other people who have suffered atrocities and they got to keep on moving and keep on pushing. There you go. There you go. It is what it is. It is what it is. Say DEI isn't unconstitutional. Now, I'm not saying DEI is unconstitutional. I'm saying that what I'm saying is that so let me say this to Akeem. My thing is, Akeem, my thing is we as a people need to sit at a table, shut the door, and if it's some like-minded people, whether it's European or other groups of people that want to make a contribution, that's fine. But we need to sit down and figure this thing out. Ain't nobody pulling us out here. Ain't nothing Trump doing is to benefit you. That's the bottom line that I'm saying. Ain't nothing that the immigrant situation is not to benefit us. That's what I'm saying. And for all those who are cheerleading about it, it's not to benefit you. You just can't see past the hands in your face. It's just not to benefit you. You know what I mean? So all that old cheerleading about the immigration and all that, those are Trump talking points that Negroes have nothing better to do but to echo those Trump talking points, thinking that it's going to benefit them. It's not going to benefit them. But let me show you how this works. Let's get with it. Let me show you how this works. These people are so crazy, right? Let me show you how crazy these people are. These people are so crazy. And this is FBA cookout. FBA cookout, you got to get on another team, man. You tripping. You got to do something, brother. If you coming over here watching Moorish World TV, you definitely got to do something else. Let me show you something, family. FBA is so off the chain that they believe that they remind me of anybody remember old Moors? I don't know how long y'all been around when the conscious community was piping hot. They had these old Moors. And them old Moors believed that if you called yourself a Moor, then it would stop police brutality. It would stop bullets from hitting you. Anybody remember that? Press 7, anybody remember that? But it was one of them situations where, though, if you claim to be Moorish American, then they won't arrest you. I'm like, what? They doing it because you're black. Anybody ever seen that before? Well, this has become a repeat of that Moorish nonsense. And it's not real Moorish, it's fake Moorish stuff. This has become a repeat of that. You know what I mean? Look at this. Lloyd Kelly. Pound. Reparation puts an end to this kind of BS. 2018-51. And President's signature gets it done. Officer hits a non-resistant person for getting arrested. They believe that FBA in reparations is going to stop police brutality. Somebody said, that's why I laughed at y'all. You couldn't laugh at me, Akeem, because I came and cleaned that up. Akeem, I am one of the only Moorish Americans that came on the scene and cleaned that up. I cleaned that lie up. That's a lie, and I cleaned it up. Don't say y'all. Nah, I came in there like, what they talking about? Nah, because see, I didn't obtain interest in the Moorish Science Temple of America from the internet. I've been proclaimed Moorish American since 1990, way before the internet. We never lived like that. We never carried those things like that. You know what I mean? And so when I seen it on the internet, when the internet came popping, and I said, what in the what? I was like, man, that's crazy. Like, man, nah. And if you go to some of my old videos, you can see how I got so many Moors upset with me because I addressed that nonsense head on. All that fake paperwork, all that corny paperwork, all of that fake driver's license, man, I was tearing that stuff up. They still mad at me to this day. I took a lot of them out of business. I took down websites just with information, and all I did was compare what they was talking to the teachers of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, and it doesn't match up. That's all. I mean, that stuff was kooky, and that stuff was white supremacist ideology also. When you get to the nitty-gritty, a lot of that stuff that them old Moors was talking on the internet when it was popping was white supremacist nonsense. But anyway, this is the same thing that they pushing with the FBA. Reparation puts an end to this BS, as if you gonna get reparations and they gonna stop putting a billy club on your head. Come on, man. How crazy have we become? How crazy have we become? Anyway, that's what they believe. That's what they believe. But I'm telling you, these people, they say, GS did really believe that. I'm young and I've never heard of people saying, he said, GS, did people really believe that? they believe that. You got people in here, Retro, you got people in here that remember that? Yeah, they believe that stuff. Does anybody know what happened to Side now that all his content has been removed from his channel? I don't know, Side. A few weeks ago, I told Side that he up next. I told him he was up next, you know what I mean? And everybody know what up next mean. Everybody know what up next mean. And next thing I know, all his content was gone. You know what I mean? Amendment, disqualified lineage-based Yeah, I told Sinetta he was next. And next thing I know, people telling me that it's content down. So I don't know if I got anything to do with it, but I tell you what, yeah, it don't matter. I got everything recorded now. But anyway, for the FBAs that voted for Trump, let me help y'all out a little bit. I want to share this with y'all. All right? Let me share this with y'all. Trump vows, this is just hit Yahoo. Trump vows to save white South Africans while Musk calls for welcoming them as refugees. There you have it. So when the Mexican go, the replacement is on the way. Moorish World citizens, y'all see that? Press 7 if y'all see that. Y'all crying about Mexicans. Y'all ain't seen nothing. What happened in South Africa and the descendants of those of apartheid. Huh? You see? You see? So while y'all cheerleading for the Mexicans to go, here's your new neighbor. Here is your new neighbor. Dumb is ya. Dumb is ya. And remember, this is only going into not even a whole month of presidency. He has 4 years to pull this off. Trump vows to save white South Africans while Musk calls for welcoming them as refugees. Where is FBA cookout? Y'all didn't catch the bait and switch? Y'all never catch the bait and switch? Y'all don't know what the bait and switch is? Remove one and replace you with another? That's right. I got them on standby. I got pits everywhere. I got pits everywhere. Let me get my dub. Hey, hold up. Give me a second. I don't want them to disturb the show. Let me make sure ain't nothing. Let me get them. Let me get them real quick. Stand by 1 second. Let me get Draco. Draco, look. Look, boy. Look right there. Hey. Get down. Go sit down. Hey. Draco, sit down. 1 second. Check. Yeah, man. Drake will get a little bit pumped up. He got my type of energy. Oh, I got a bunch of them jokers. I got a bunch of them. My big boy, I couldn't bring my big boy right here, he don't do no. Hey, I got a bunch of them jokers. Can you hear me now? Yeah, I got a bunch of them jokers. I got a whole bunch. I remember one time, let me sidebar. I remember one time I used to have 9 of them Jones. Good goodness gracious. We was a pack. We was a pack. And look. This is no joke. Here goes story. You can tell. I ain't got no problem with Mexicans. I remember one day, right? I had the Mexicans. They was cutting the grass, right? And I had this one pit, right? His name was Shorty. Because he was short and stubby and he wouldn't grow. You know what I'm saying? But his parents was big. You know what I'm saying? His parents was big. And anyway, but he had his brother named Petey. He was big, but Shorty was small. Shorty wouldn't grow. So I'm like, man, I had like 9 pits. And and so Shorty ain't like to walk on a leash or nothing. I had his ears cropped. You know what I mean? My wife was mad about that, about cropping the ears. Don't cut the dog ears. You're mutilating them and whatever. But anyway, I won't ever do that again. But nevertheless, I couldn't do nothing with Shorty. Shorty was ignorant. He would not listen to nothing. And I think the Mexican was cutting the grass one day, and Shorty walked up to him, and Shorty was mean. He was like, Pedro, and pet Shorty, and Shorty wagged his tail. I said, you want him? Yeah, Shorty over there eating tacos now. Yeah, take him. You can have him. Shorty don't like listen. Pedro. Oh, me gusta Pedro. Me gusta Pedro. I said, you do you? You want him? He said, ¿Cuánto dinero? Nada. Take him. I got 8 more. Anyway. Bring back the dude from Ohio. What guy from Ohio? What guy's name? Anyway, this is a response to tearing down Confederate statues. That's probably right too. I think that is a good point, because remember there was a time when the Democrats was attacking a lot of the racist monuments, if you will, and. You know, but the thing is, the thing is that all of these monuments and all of these symbols that they tear down, that stuff don't really mean nothing. I mean, have we changed our condition, family? One thing I seen today is that let me get to this. I got that. So the switch out is that the refugees. The refugees that possibly will come in will be Europeans and just not South Americans. So while one is coming out, somebody is coming in. It only makes sense. And while the FBA was cheerleading for Trump, you see what's happening. But now, that's only another. Now listen to the other part of it. Now, where is the guy FBA cookout? What you think about this FBA cookout? Why don't the FBAs never comment on stuff like this? You feel what I'm saying? Why don't FBAs ever comment on stuff like this? They comment on everything else, but they don't have nothing to say about this. Why don't they ever comment about stuff like this? That, okay, they putting out the Mexicans, they're going to put out some of the Africans, some of the Haitians, they're going to put out them. But now they're trying to slip in the white South African. Why don't the FBA ever talk about this? I got another one for you. Let's go to the next step. Anybody know who this guy is? Well, if you don't, I'm going to help you out. Let me spread this out real quick. If you don't, I'm going to help you out. This guy here is the U.S. Secretary of State, Mark Rubio. He meets with President Nayib Bukele, I think I'm saying it right, at his residence at Lake whatever, El Salvador. This was yesterday. Do anybody know what this meeting was about? Well, if you don't know what this meeting was about, Trump made a statement. He said that if he had his way, that he would send all criminals to foreign countries. I mean, all criminals to foreign countries. All right, now pay close attention. El Salvador offered to house violent U.S. criminals and deportees of any nationality in an unprecedented deal. Family, you may not understand the judicial system, but the way that they rank violent criminals doesn't mean that it was actually a violent offense. How do I know? Because I've been in the judicial system. I understand it. So those who was pushing for Trump, now you have pushed your brothers and sisters that may not. This, Akeem, this is one thing that you got to pay attention to, Akeem. One thing I have a problem with when people say something is unconstitutional, it's the same thing that I have with when Moors said that they had a treaty. When did imperialist Europeans honored treaties or constitutions? When? Do you know that they voted against bombing Saddam Hussein? What happened? What happened? Akeem, do you have that much trust and that much confidence in those who have disregarded all treaties, all constitutions and everything? What are you, that's what I'm saying. We still sleep. We not ready yet. We not ready yet. When we start saying that stuff is unconstitutional, they made it. Now, Akeem, the thing is, when we say that, we give the idea that, okay, it's unconstitutional. So what? They never honored, listen, European imperialism never honors, that's where the handshake came from. Make sure you ain't hiding nothing up your sleeve. Because no one trusts the other side. Because the other side has never kept their word. But I mean, I get what you're saying, Akeem, but the point that I'm making is, like, when we make that statement, it makes it appear that we believe that they're not going to do something because of a constitution. The statement implies that. That's unconstitutional. That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. You know how many people in the 70s went to jail for things that was unconstitutional? You know how many people that died in jail for things that was unconstitutional in the 70s and the 80s and the Black Power movement? Do you know when they bombed the house in Philadelphia to move people, that was unconstitutional? That was an act of war on U.S. soil. That's in the Constitution. Unconstitutional. So the point that I'm making with this is now Jody, B-Rock now, might be sent to El Salvador, away from their children. Do y'all see what's happening right before our face? I mean, do we even see what's happening right before our face? Family, let's put it all together. The people that are at minimum are our cousins. Let's say that. Not so distant cousins. Mexicans, Haitians, Africans, or whatever. If you want to say brother, cousin, or something, not so distant cousins. They out the door. White South Africans will be coming in, and just not any European. These are children of apartheid. These are people. These are people that are 1% of a population and pushed the other 90% into the unfertile lands and left them in shanty house in poverty. 60% of the people are still in that poverty. 39%, they live a mid to upper class lifestyle. But 1%, and these numbers I'm just throwing around, are living high on the hog. It was somebody that said something in that somebody had the nerve in a comment on Facebook, not on Facebook, in the comment section of the video last night. They said something to the fact that well, that wasn't the Africans, South African people land. And like, how can you say that? Let me see if I can find that. Let me see if I can find that quote that somebody had. This, it would just blew me away that someone would make a statement like that. Let me see something real quick. It was so crazy that somebody made a statement like that. Oh, he said black Africans are not native to that part called South Africa. Black South Africans like Zulu migrated to that part from West Africa during Bantu migrations. Only the San are native to that Southern Africa. In other words, this person is trying to justify that the Dutch can come in and push people back because of migration patterns of people on that continent. On that continent. Africans have moved around that continent for millions and millions of years. Now all of a sudden, somebody come up with this crazy logic that, oh, the Zulu wasn't there. They migrated from West Africa. So what? The whole Africa. I'm not saying that it's true if it's not true, but the logic to justify pushing people, murdering people, pushing people to the uninhabitable lands and the worst of farmlands and murdering babies and all of that. This is the logic that these people have. And you wonder why we are still in the condition mentally that we are in many spaces of our community. This is the logic. And the funny thing about this is those that's in power see this and realize how ridiculous this is. I'm going to ask some of my European people. I'm going to ask them, what does this look like to y'all? Please tell me the truth. Anybody got any European friends? Anybody? We need to ask the European people that can be honest. What does this look like to you? We need to hear from their mouth. Because to me, if I was an outsider looking in, I'd be like, this is crazy. This is insane. For real. Anybody go at your job or something, ask, what does this really look like? You know what I mean? I'm talking about one of them real candid conversations. Ask Sally or somebody. Sally, listen. I know you're not racist. I know you're not. But Sally, what did this look like to you, Sally? I want you to be open and honest with me, Sally. When you look at quote unquote black people and some of the challenges that they face and how they respond to it. And let's not forget, the twerking, the nonsense, and the killing, and all of this stuff that you hear about. What can you really paint a picture for me? What does it look like to you? We need to do that because I don't think people realize, our people don't realize how far we have fallen from that king, queen, civilized state. I don't think we realize how far we have fallen. When you listen to some of this logic that people put up here in these chats, when you listen to some of this logic, like these people's like, Trump is going to do that. Trump has not campaigned one thing for quote unquote black people. Only thing Trump did was let out some criminals from jail that was rappers that was selling dope in the community, rap about dope in the community. That's all he did. He let out dope fiends, junkies, and propagators of destruction. That's all he did. And what else has he done? What else has he done? He let out Kodak Black, dope fiend. He's a dope fiend. Well, they talking about he letting out Proswell. Proswell robbed the people for millions of dollars. What has he done? Who else? Who else? Who else he pardoned? Who else? Come on now. Because Trump knows that excites us. Oh, Trump let go. What's the name? He was locked up for such and such and such and such. Man, these low-level dope fiends. These low-level dope fiends, and people think that's a big up, like that's a flex. Know what I mean? The same Trump that freed these junkies, and I'm going to call a spade, the same Trump that freed these junkies said that the Jenna 6, that's right, they basically should be executed. And they was innocent. People don't pay attention to all this flip-flopping, man. You know what I mean? But anyway, here's the story. El Salvador has agreed to house violent criminals and receive deportees of any nationality, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio announced Monday, in an unprecedented and legally problematic deal that has alarmed critics and rights groups. Rubio unveiled the agreement after meeting with El Salvador President Nayib as a part of a tour of several Central American countries intended to consolidate regional support for the Trump administration immigration policy. In an act of extraordinary friendship to our country, El Salvador has agreed to the most unprecedented and extraordinary migratory agreement anywhere in the world, Rubio told reporters Monday. The country will continue accepting Salvadorian deportees who illegally entered the U.S. He said it will also accept for deportation any legal aliens in the United States who is criminal from any nationality, be they be MS-13 or Trinidad Agrawa, and house them in his jails, he says, referring to two notorious transnational gangs with members from El Salvador and Venezuela. In addition, Berkel, however you say his name, has offered to house in his jails dangerous American criminals in custody in our country, including those of U.S. citizenship and legal residents, Rubio said. It is unclear whether the U.S. government will take up the offer, however, with questions around the legality of such moves. Any effort by Trump administration to deport incarcerated U.S. nationals to another country will face significant legal pushback. The U.S. absolutely prohibits from deporting U.S. citizens whether they are incarcerated or not, Letty Volpe, a law professor at UC Berkeley, said. But the problem with that is this, that Trump has already said that if he was president, that's what he will do. That's what he said. Let me see. Let me see if I can find that real quick. And then I'll wrap up with that. Hold on. Let me see. Now I want to show something else. But that's what he actually said. Let me put your boy up here, though. Look. That's right. Trump takes up Musk cause in South Africa. That's right. So the point is that the FBA's this what y'all don't. It's so sad that people don't pay attention. It's so sad that people don't pay attention, and they really believe, for some reason, they really believe that the political system is going to benefit them. They really believe that. They really believe that. The only way that the political system benefits us if we understand local politics first. That's it. That's the only way. That's the only way. And even then, you have to have a master plan, a master strategy. You just don't willy-nilly walk through the poll. Uriah, what it do, big bro? Uriah say, sounds like some slave trades are happening right here and now. Ironically, I guess white SAs are all good people. Let me say this. I said that FBA are helping to preserve white supremacy. And that's just what I mean. This is no different than the 1800s. It's just modernized, and now it's in your face. It never went nowhere anyway. But now it's just modernized. It's just modernized. It's modernized with the technology, modernized with the language, not modernized with the vernacular. And ain't nothing changed. They just more in your face with it now. And like I said, the Democrats, they would have smoothed and put some butter on the bread. Trump just gives you some stale bread and say, boom, there it is. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. The Democrat give you moldy bread and just put some butter over top of the mold. You follow what I'm saying? That's what they do. You know what I mean? Now let me find this thing real quick. Trump says, okay, there it is. This is all over the news right now. Trump backs 7 hours ago. Here you go, FBA. This is what you do, and we claim that the system is unjust. Right? We claim that the system is unjust. Hold up 1 second. We claim that the system is unjust, yet we back a system. 1 second. We back a system because we can't see the trees to the forest before the forest. Check 1, 2. There it is. Trump's backs sending dangerous American prisoners to other countries. Where's the FBA at? Where's the FBA at? This is what they're cheerleading for. They're cheerleading for Mexicans to be replaced by South Africans, Europeans. They're cheering for immigrants go to jail in other countries, and Come on, man. You mean tell me that we are not, and when I say we, I'm not talking about the Moorish Americans, Moorish World TV citizens. I'm not talking about you. But you mean our people among us is not, they didn't see the game. They didn't see the play. Let me show y'all something real quick, and then we'll wrap it up. They didn't see the play. You mean tell me they didn't see the play? Let me show y'all something real quick. Do y'all remember? Press 7 if y'all remember. Press 7 if y'all remember the militia days. Remember the time when Breonna Taylor and all that happened, and all of the quote unquote black militias, NFAC, and all of them came out? Anybody remember that? Anybody remember that? When that came out? And at that time, I was telling people, NFAC, they definitely are in cahoots. I was telling everybody, they definitely in cahoots. Let me show y'all something. I stand on what I say. Let me show y'all something. So, anybody that follow Moorish World TV, you would know that it was this channel that would follow these groups all around. Vice TV. Vice TV would pop up in Mississippi. They would pop up in wherever you see the black power groups that was coming out with their weapons, wherever they was doing little marches. The coverage came from Vice TV. Anybody remember that? That's where most of the coverage came from. They covered it all. Now, the Proud Boys was founded in 2016 by Vice Media co-founder Govan McInnes, who announced the creation of the group in an opt in a far-right outlet, Takis Magazine. I'm trying to show you the connection real quick. Follow me real quick. Describe the Proud Boys, Takis Magazine, which is notorious for platforming white supremacists. In a piece, McInnes described the Proud Boys as Western chauvinists who refuse to apologize for creating a modern world and long for the days when girls were girls and men were men. Now, somebody say, why didn't Trump pardon Grandmaster Jay? It ain't over yet. I already reported on that. Be patient. Stand by. Stand by. It ain't over yet. So when you look at Grandmaster Jay right here, and you see that Vice was covering Grandmaster Jay in all of the militias, but these are literally moving on white supremacist principles. As you can see, Vice was covering all of this. And when you look at Vice covering this, and then the founders logo, fam, y'all think that's a happenstance? Y'all think that's a happenstance? Y'all really think that that's a happenstance? Y'all think that's a coincidence? I mean, if you want to think it's a coincidence, that's on you. If you want to think it's a coincidence, it's on you. But these logos ain't coincidences. These are not. Everybody know Tarantino, whatever his name, he was a federal agent. Everybody know he was an agent. He's an admitted agent. He's an admitted agent, pretty much. Come on now. Who think of this stuff? We don't think like that. People that's from the trenches do not think like people who think from a white supremacist perspective. We don't think like that. That's how you know that this stuff is preordained and prearranged by a human being. So, just like they were covering Trump, just like FBA flag and the The Proud Boy flags are very similar, and then you have many other qualities of the FBA flags that goes back to white supremacy. You actually know what you're looking at when you're looking at it. You should know. Let me say this. You should know what you're looking at when you're looking at it. You should know what you're looking at. You know what I mean? Like it seemed like we so easily fooled. You know what I mean? Wallace asked Trump in the interview, but are you willing tonight to condemn white supremacists and militia groups and say that they need to stand down and not add to the violence in the number, and this is 2020, number of the cities in which we saw in Kenosha and we seen in Portland? Are you prepared specifically to do that? Trump responded, sure, I'm prepared to do that. I would say almost everything I see from the left wing, not from the right wing. I'm willing to do anything. I want to see peace. Both Wilder and Joe Biden asked him to do it. And then Trump singled out one group with a statement that has drawn alarm. Trump, now he speaks, Proud Boys, stand up and stand by. But I tell you what, somebody's got to do something about Antifa and the left, because this is not right wing problem. This is a left wing problem. So the point that I'm making is that Proud Boys pushes its ideology coming from a white supremacist ideology. Trump even quotes stand back, stand by. And we get to see that all of this stuff is interconnected. All the signs are there. All the signs are there. We just need to wake up and know what it is, family. You know what I mean? We need to wake up and know what it is. Period, point blank.
Certified boogeyman.
We got to know what it is.
Certified boogeyman. Certified boogeyman.
Check 1, 2.
Certified boogeyman.
We're gonna speak the truth, regardless of whether you like that truth or not.
Certified boogeyman.
We're in the 21st century. Our people are poor, hungry, ragged, naked, and out of doors. Our people are being murdered on a daily and consistent basis.
It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you.
Thank you for joining me.
Frost and crept you. They put the bean on me, I didn't neglect you. Time's up, allow me to bless you. They yell reparation and they got your attention. A failed clown rapper, claim he was pimping, but you don't know he was a fan since 9-0. Cosmo Flex was a front for 5-0.
You can't get dropped in a pit of snakes
Certified boogeyman.
and trying to figure out which one has the better sex.
Certified
Demetrius.
This one is not
Certified
poison.
boogeyman.
FBA was laughing when he went to the Romans. I guess they don't understand, that's who own them. Lying on GS, claiming I stalked them. That ain't true, cause if it was, I'd have chalked them. I'm simply a blogger, researching for the family. Cause people look like me, continue to scam me. Continue to scam us in the name of liberation. But when I call them out, they claim that I'm hating.
Hold up, man. Let me share this with you. This is how crazy the FBA is. All right, I ain't gone yet. This is how crazy the FBA is. Listen to this.
That good old classic American racism. We need a resurgence of it. That's why we voted for Trump. See, what people didn't seem to understand is Black Americans are accustomed to American racism. It may not be the best thing for us, but it'll be better than some new shit. Because we know how.
This fool said Black Americans are accustomed to racism. Listen to this madness. This is the Friedman FBA talk. This is what is out in the airwaves.
Good old classic American racism. We need a resurgence of it. That's why we voted for Trump. See, what people didn't seem to.
Are y'all listening to this? Y'all listening to this? They voted for Trump for classic racism.
Good old classic American racism. We need a resurgence of it. That's why we voted for Trump. See, what people didn't seem to understand is Black Americans are accustomed to American racism. It may not be the best thing for us, but it'll be better than some new shit because we know how to fucking handle it. right? We've been fucking handling good old white American racism for the last 300 years. And we know how to handle that. We know how to overcome that shit. This immigrant
How you going to say you know how to come racism and we still dealing with it every single day? This is the sickness. This is the sickness. I'm telling you, listen, family. Listen, family. European, African descent, Native American, whoever you are, Mexican, whoever you are, I'm telling you, family, take care of your friends, take care of your family, because this world is a sick world. You know, this is a sick world. I mean, the people in it.
shit, this new dark skin enemies type shit, that's the shit that we don't quite know how to handle. We still trying to get our handle on. So these deportations are necessary. We gotta energize the white American racism to work for our benefit. We've never done that before.
That's insane. That's insane. And they go a step further. Listen.
And that's why we should vote for Anecdote to 2028. Make a run. We need to be making that, because she seemed like the only white motherfucker that gets it as far as these motherfucking immigrants go. And she one of the original whites. She not the immigrant white. So we need more of the real white people to be out here. We don't give a fuck if they're racist. I don't give a fuck, man. And Costa, yeah, she might be racist, but she understands that we don't owe nobody but black people. All these other motherfuckers, that's it. They got to go. So we need to be pushing people like this. And then stick their neck out. And then you know, we not listening to that bullshit no more, man. Look, shut the fuck up. Right. You weak ass. That's what we just call it. You little weak ass nigga.
That's FBA. That's Friedman.
If this was another genre like entertainment news, would have millions and millions of views. This is a masterpiece. This man.
That is FBA. That is Friedman. And that's the show. Isn't that Carnell's logic for working with John Tantum? Yep. Yep.
This is a masterpiece.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. I'm good. And this is what's happening in our country. And it's a shame.
I'm good.
This is a sick Negro. This is a sick Negro.
Banging a dead man, bro. You banging a dead man, bro.